Happy Friday, Jackson County stakeholders. We've had a great first week back after spring break. Hope everyone had a good time last week and got some rest. We're very excited that we have had a successful week and we are beyond some of the craziness that occurred before spring break, and want to send a very special thank you to our schools and our students for being very focused and making the great stretch to the end of the school year. We've got some exciting events coming up. One that you are probably having many conversations at home about are Georgia milestones. And so, as you know, testing comes up, and who we have here is Mr. Todd Nicholson, our Assistant Superintendent for Teaching and Learning. And Mr. Nicholson, who's testing next week?
Well, next week we start with elementary and middle school in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Very good. And this is an intense time, but we have great confidence in our students and in your children. And we just want to remind you that these tests are very important, but we know they don't tell the whole story of your child. So we understand the validity of the impact on our schools, but we also understand that kids get anxious. So we just want to ask you to support them, build up their confidence. And we have gotten some inquiries about an opt-out option. So Mr. Nicholson, what is that?
Certainly, currently underneath the federal and state law, there isn't truly an option for us just to allow students to opt out. As educators, we have the same concerns as parents, and that is that we would like to reduce the number of assessments. And this year, actually, they're reduced. 3rd and 4th, 6th and 7th are going to take fewer assessments. They'll essentially be assessing for a week versus what was spread out over the course of 2 weeks. It's not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction. We continue to work with our legislators to reduce the number of assessments. There's some bills right now that have been passed that hopefully this time next year we'll be able to be talking about significantly reduced assessments. But currently, we do not have the ability to allow somebody to opt out. In fact, our schools and our school system get penalized. And when I mean that, it's our CCRPI score, which is how all schools are held accountable. When students don't take the test or they don't show up for the test, then that shows up on our CCRPI score. And so while we understand the predicament, we also are held accountable for those measures. And so we want to work together to make sure that we're not hurting ourselves when we choose to not assess in some form or fashion.
And certainly, as you've just stated, it's a very delicate balance, because while we don't want to overemphasize the importance of assessment, it is an important skill in life, because there will be performances that we're all responsible for and evaluated every day. So our request of you as a parent is to encourage your child, make sure they get plenty of rest, make sure they get a good breakfast, and that they come in confident and realizing that this is not the most important thing, but it is important, and to do their very best. So we look forward to that. Just a couple of reminders. We're excited about Relay for Life that's coming up on May the 5th at Jackson County High School, and of course our graduations are right around the corner. We'll be updating you because very soon we'll be having our high school end of course test as well as our AP exams that are coming up. So this is a very busy time of year, but we have great confidence in our kids and our schools, and we're going to continue to see excitement. We've had lots of celebrations. I want to remind you that our Board of Education will meet at Maysville Elementary School on Monday evening at 6 o'clock, where we will highlight, that's a 6:30 meeting at Maysville. We'll highlight our young Georgia authors and many other things that we are proud of successes of our students. So hope you have a delightful weekend. This is a special weekend for many who observe Easter, and so for those of you who do, we wish you the very best, and hope you have a great weekend.